Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong eventually will. I've heard motivational speakers describe fear as an acronym, fantasized experiences appearing real. Those jokers have never worked obscure construction projects in Central Texas in the spring. I can assure you the risk is real, especially when we factor in Mother Nature. Well, if we're going to tell this story, I think we need to hit rewind, back up a few months, and start at the very beginning. Keep going, stop. The first thing you need to know is Julio's just fine.
You're the man, brother.
Yeah, that wasn't the only heart attack Julio gives us today. Stick around about 10 minutes. You'll see what I mean.
So even the Bubella tree farm has one.
I know. All of the blades are in place.
I don't know why we don't have one.
No, that's just amazing. I love it. Look how nice that is.
Even when they're old, they are beautiful.
Windmill envy. Yep. It's a thing. Put it in Wikipedia, credit Ryan at Railhead Ranch. We need a windmill. And in true Railhead Ranch fashion, we are going to do it bigger and better than anyone else. I found this company, Timberlyne. They're based in Nebraska, but they have an office right down the road from me in Bernie, just on the other side of San Antonio, Texas. Their primary game is the manufacturing of these huge, beautiful sort of post and beam kit cabins and barns and things like that. They're just awesome. But they also have big, badass wooden windmill towers with new Aermotor windmill heads as a kit. Why not, right? So I called them up, ordered the biggest, baddest windmill they had, and Mandy, Ryan, and another Mandy got to work and had my windmill at my gate in just 4 weeks. $23,485 later, it's delivery day. It's just me, my tractor, a trucking crew who speaks no English whatsoever at 6 in the morning, but that's okay. Yo aprendo español. Let's see what we've got and get this thing unloaded. I had no idea how this thing would be packed and loaded on the truck, so I was so relieved to see nothing over the lift capacity of this Workmaster 75. I got this covered. 1,800 pounds, no sweat. 220, yeah, no issue whatsoever. Where's the windmill? Yep, there it is. Got it. And the legs, the heavy bunk. Step 1, let's hurry up and get this off the truck so we can hurry up and get on to step 2. Yeah, I've got Bluetooth in the tractor. Time for step 2. Hey Siri, call Julio. Hey, Julio, it's Ryan Scott. Call me back, brother. I need you. This is Julio's company. Julio is like a walking, breathing, living encyclopedia for construction. He is very easily my MVP. Day one, he mixed and poured this entire slab with piers down into the soil, and God knows how many hundreds of pounds of rebar, all by hand. You know, it's got to be a pretty serious pad if it's going to hold up a windmill like this tall and this heavy. Day two, paint. We've got to make that slab look as awesome as the windmill that'll be sitting on top. Also day two, we moved all of the windmill pieces around the slab for convenience. Julio and his guys broke out everything, took an inventory, stained with our Ready Seal redwood colored stain, and Lady and I broke into that 1,200 pound box of windmill. This is the face of self-actualization.
Okay, Julio, do we have all our pieces?
Yes, sir. We're ready.
All right.
We need the tractor, man.
Got it.
Day three, looking around, waiting for Julio's guys to show up, and it's Ryan, go get the tractor. Guess what? It's just you and me. All right, let's do this. After looking at all the instructions and talking through all the possibilities, we have two options. Option one, follow instructions, assemble the entire tower on the ground, tilted up as one unit. Or B, assemble two walls and then tilt them up independently and join them in the middle. Each one of these has their own unique challenges, so we opted to go with option number two. Decision primarily driven by time, resource available, risk factors. Not bad for a day's work. Tomorrow, this whole thing goes up and we lock it in. You know me, Mr. Safety.
Nope. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. That was pulling me over my rocks, and I had the brakes on, 4-wheel drive. It's just too heavy.
In all seriousness, yes, I drove my mule within a few feet of some live train tracks for safety purposes. I wanted that winch and that cable on that wall, whether it could hold it by itself or not. I just needed every bit of tension possible on this thing so it doesn't come down on top of us. Remember Jenga? You know, that game with the wooden blocks when we were kids, where you take turns removing and stacking the wood, and whoever knocks down the pile loses? Well, that's kind of what we're doing today, except instead of wooden blocks, we've got huge wooden beams, and if you knock down the blocks, you kill someone. Let's not do that today. This may look more than moderately gangster, but we're not taking any chances. Nobody knocks down the tower today. If this thing goes up a foot, we're putting new braces on it. All right, time to put this loader to the test. This is just over 1,000 pounds. We are going to make wall number 2 an extension of the forks and just place it where it needs to be. Workmaster 75, don't let me down now. I can't believe this actually worked. Cue thunderstorms and show the world I am the king of bad timing. Sorry, Murphy. Today's win goes to Julio and Ryan. Try again later.
You're the man, brother.
You know what they say, if you don't like the weather in Texas, go back to California.
This is not nearly as easy as it looks.
Construction.
As you assemble your sail, put your bolts in top to bottom, add your locking washer, one nut, and voila. And then the tricky part is you don't assemble the circle. You put them on in pieces on the motor, which we're gonna have to make some adjustments. Okay, so we figured this out. Just watch. Don't make me talk through this.
10-foot sail, installed, assembled, and complete. And in true Railhead Ranch fashion, we got this done with the added degree of difficulty, which was a windstorm we weren't planning on, which made it very, very interesting when this thing was fully assembled on our makeshift stand. Oh well, it's all good. Made for some great family photos. After navigating through all 3 pages of instructions provided by Aermotor for this here awesome windmill, probably written in pencil in 1923, Julio and I still had a few questions, mostly related to 1, how the hell do you mount this thing to the tower? 2, the tail assembly, brake assembly, not quite self-explanatory. And 3, what are all those crazy brackets? Well, turns out that's a stub tower that goes on top of the wooden tower. Okay, it might be a good idea to call someone who has done this before. Enter Dale and Calvin from Branna's Well Service. When they rolled in, it was clear I needed a little bit more than advice on how to put this thing together. Turns out Dale, up there on the left operating the crane, actually worked on the well on this place when it was powered by a windmill.
Does she fit now? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it fits in there good.
Taking calls. Man.
If you live in Central Texas and you need to lift really big, heavy stuff way up in the air, this is who you call. Ray's Crane helped me last year when we hauled the caboose in from LaGrange. Meet Marco. He's been in the crane game for quite some time. Today, with him and Julio on site, my job is just to stay the hell out of the way and let these guys work their magic. Right when you think you've got this in the bag, you realize there is always time for one more bad idea.
Oh, if there was ever a bad idea at Railhead Ranch, this would be it.
don't get me wrong, I am not criticizing Julio Skywalker here. We still have 3 very important things to do, and this is probably the safest way to do them. 1, secure that motor onto the tower with a huge nut. 2, dump 2 quarts of oil into the motor. And 3, place the hood on the motor. Whew, I tell you what, I'm just ready for this thing to be over. Regarding Julio, ¿cómo se dice balls of steel in español?
You're done, bro.
All done.
It's pretty impressive.
You can see it from the road.
I think you can probably see it from space.
You think the cows will enjoy it?
I think so. Gives them something to look at.
Yeah.
Well, you can definitely see it from down here. Yeah, I love it. I could sit here all day and watch it.
Me too. So what's next?
Oh, God, let's not even go there. I can't. Let's just relax for a little bit.
Okay,
Take it easy.
I can do that.
Yeah. Can you?
No. And that's a wrap.
All right, I've got an idea. Hey Siri, call Julio.